It's May block of the month and we have a new tutorial so I can show you how to put this together. Hopefully your blocks are coming along, or if you're watching this after the fact and you're watching them back to back and just making the quilt with me, awesome. I love any way you quilt with me, and you can go back and see old block of the months and watch the entire series and build a quilt with it. You get all sorts of great free blocks to sew with me, which I love. Ava Kate has been out for a couple months now, so make sure and grab some of that fabric if you would like that. That's manufactured by Riley Blake. That's my newest fabric line. And if you're looking for the PDF for this, it's available at karinagardener.com, so you can go grab it there. Okay, let's get started with your dimensions. So what you need to get started is you need 4 1.5-inch black pieces, 4 1.5-inch pink pieces. This is your inner pieces. And then you need 4 1.5 by 4.5-inch white rectangles, and then 4 2.5 by 1.5-inch white rectangles. So like lots of the same things that we have going on, because when this quilt goes together, it's gonna match up really cool. And then your center 2 pieces, you need, we're gonna make a teeny tiny little pinwheel. So I'm actually very excited about it. I love teeny tiny little blocks, and it's like a block within a block within a block, which is what I like about it. Okay, so these are, I believe, 2 inches each. Yes, 2 inches. Okay, so to get started with these, we're gonna start them the way we have our other ones. We're building half square triangles. So just 2 of these, you do need to draw a little pencil line. It is pretty small, so you know, you're not gonna get way off here, but go ahead and draw your pencil line. Look at that, super easy. Put them right sides together with your red pieces, and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance on each of those sides. Okay, so go ahead and trim these apart. And once again, I'm gonna cheat a little bit on these like you saw me do for other blocks. Because it's so tiny, I'm not gonna trim them down. Instead, I'm gonna trim it down once it's like actually its block size. So just make sure and press these all the same way. I'm pressing them the cream way, which is kind of hard to tell which side's the cream because I've got a big flower going on here right in the middle of this cream. That's okay. You just won't see the pinwheel as much. You'll just see all the fun, like dynamic seam lines. Last one. Okay, so because it's so little, and I'm a little more wary of just cutting too much, I'm just going to trim off all of my edges right here. Just want to get rid of that bulk. Okay, and instead I'm going to go ahead and lay it out and then trim it once it's in its biggest form. So, okay, this is harder to see than I thought it was going to be because, holy cow, my cream, maybe this is like a good lesson to you because maybe you will do better than I will, and I'm following this. And you're going to choose fabrics that you can see a little bit better. There we go. And there's the last one. Okay, it's not too bad except for that one. Okay, so go ahead and put them together and go ahead and sew them. This is what I'm talking about. Look, I mean, you're a little bit off, or I'm a little bit off. And it really, when you're working with things this little, it doesn't even matter how precise you are. They just tend to get off a little bit. So don't stress about it. Just sew it. Okay, and then once you're in this place, go ahead and sew that middle block together. Just line it up. Okay. Hi, teeny little pinwheel, you have my heart. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, we are gonna trim this down to 2.5 inches, I believe. Let me just press this and give it a good press in the middle. And let's just kind of see where we're at here. Yeah, 2.5 inches is where we're gonna be at. And then you can see how I'm just kind of laying it in the middle here. I just wanna make sure I'm totally good. Okay, so that's gonna go in your center right here. And from here, this is the same old story. This is super easy. So we're gonna do our sides. We're going to do these two on top of these. We're gonna do these two on top of these. You can see how I'm just like, and I'm just gonna do them really quick. I'm just gonna sew all the edges really quick and it will come together so fast, okay? Okay, pressed everything. Now it's just a matter of laying it all back out again. And then I pressed them all the same way just so I could flip them pretty easily to know which ways would work the best, okay? Pretty simple, right? So now I'm gonna finish the inner block, okay? And then I'm gonna finish the outer block. Go ahead and make sure and line up those little seam allowances because that really helps, just with your fingers. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and sew these two sides on. Just because there are so many seams, I do end up pressing this quite a bit on the back. And that's it. That's so cute. Okay, so there's your mini, tiny little pinwheel. So darling. If you're not part of my Fabric VIP group, you can join at karinagardner.com, and this PDF, like all my block of the months, always go out, as well as my Thursday videos, which are totally free with the PDF every single Thursday. So I send those to you guys just so you'll sew with me. So make sure and join at karinagardner.com, and I'll see you guys later.